What's up everybody, it's your boy Totes and welcome back to the channel. So today we are talking thermals, all right? So today we got two thermals here. We got one called, they were called the Sirius Vue, and they are from Essence Outdoors. These were sent to me to review and look over. So I wanted to kind of give you something about these thermals. I've been able to run them for a little bit. Probably had them a couple months. I've ran them. I've actually hunted with them, but didn't really have any luck. So I'm gonna run them a little bit, tell you a little bit about them, and then I'm gonna show you some in-scene footage and go through the menu options with you and everything like that, so you can see what you're getting. So this one right here is the 384 by 35, 384, 35. 35 is the size of the objective lens. This one is the 256 with the 19mm objective lens. So you can see the difference in the objective lenses, big difference. So they both operate the exact same. So I'm not gonna hold both of them and run through them both. We'll talk about this one first. But anyway, so the company, Essence Outdoors, sent these to me to review them. I've gotten my hands on quite a few thermals lately, probably in the last year or two. I've got to play with some high-end thermals from buddies. I had some mid-level thermals here. I've had some beginner thermals. So being able to play with this is pretty cool, and I'm kind of excited to keep messing with them. So they sent me two of them, the 256 and again the 384, which of course the 384 does look better. But anyway, we'll talk about them a little bit. So I always take this off. It's here, but I always take it off. I never have that on there. Learned from Buddy that, you know, that's kind of lame. Take it off. All right, cool. So I'll take it off. So you look at the front of it here. This is how you focus. So this is one of your focuses right here to focus your image. So up here at the front, you just twist that little dial and it focuses your image. Back here on this one actually focuses your reticle. So you gotta, this one focuses reticle, this one focuses your image. So you kind of use those hand in hand to go together. This is the battery compartment. So battery compartment here on the left hand side. We'll flip it over. Power buttons here, which you hold that down, it comes on, and here goes your USB-C port, and that's how everything is done. So they do have an app. It's how you get all your pictures and everything off of here onto your phone or wherever you want to put it, right? Look at the buttons up top. We'll go through these here pretty quick, but we're going to talk about those more when we get into the videos. This is your menu button. You tap it, it pulls up a menu. You hold it down, it pulls up another menu, right? So there's two menu setups that you can pull up. Right here, it's a magnifying glass, but it's actually your zoom. So you hit it, it zooms. This one is, so this is the 384. The 384 is 3.5 by 14. So it starts off with 3.5 and it goes up to 14. So you hit that, it takes you from 3.5 to 7 to 14. This one over here, I think this is a recalibrate button. Every time I click it, it like kind of clicks, and I think it recalibrates your picture. So it's a recalibrate button. The one on the right changes your color palette. Now there are 4 color palettes, I believe, and we'll go through those color palettes here in a second. I'll show those to you as well. And then the back button is your record button or your picture button. So if you want to record, you just tap it, goes into record. You hold it, it takes a picture for you, all right? And it also comes with the mounts, Picatinny rail mounts, and also a bag. And inside that bag, you have your C adapter, you have your 2 batteries, you have the charger, and you also have, what else? The instruction manual, stuff of that nature, right? So you have all that stuff. So that's kind of the little function of it. Some of my gripes up front, I would say would be, number one gripe would be the mount, okay? So on the 256, I kind of stripped this mount, right? I mean, I don't know what happened, but the screw is stripped and it's not really catching. So my biggest gripe is going to be the mounts. It's not catching anymore, so I'm being very careful so I don't mess up this mount, and finding the mount for them is pretty hard. So that is my biggest gripe, is going to be the mount. Other than that, I don't have too many more gripes. It feels like it's pretty sturdy. It's got some nice weight to it. It feels sturdy. Again, the mount is my only wish it was different, and the hard part is I'm trying to find another one, right? So if I can find a QD mount, that would be awesome. Or if I can just get a replacement, I'll reach out to them and see if I can get a replacement. That'll be awesome too. But I gotta get the mount fixed or it ain't gonna do nothing. Again, I'll take this off, not really a big fan of it. But yeah, all in all, it feels like it's a pretty solid optic. it is in a budget area. So these two optics, you can find them on Amazon, right? So that's where they sell them on Amazon. So the 256 is $7.99 on Amazon, and the 384 is, I think it's like $17.99 on Amazon. So depending on what you're looking for is kind of what you'll get when it comes to those mounts and stuff like that, right? Or when it comes to the which one you want, right? Of course, the 384 is gonna have better photos, video, and stuff of that nature. It's gonna be clearer. And again, I'll show you that here in a second. But you know, depending on what your price range is, it's gonna depend. That's what that's gonna depend on. So they are off Amazon. You can get them off Amazon. But to me, I think they're pretty good, especially if you're looking for entry level. This is definitely a good entry level one. The 256. It's definitely in that entry level price range, right? So $7.99 to jump into the thermal world, that's pretty good. And it seems pretty sturdy. I've run them a little bit. I've shot with them. I've zeroed them both on rifles. So I know they hold zero. I actually got to shoot. I shot a rabbit with this one because that was the only thing out there to shoot, right? So I went and shot a rabbit. But anyways, so now let's go ahead and get on here. I'm gonna take you through some menu options for it, just so you can kind of see how the menu options work. But, well, let's scratch that. Come back. Let's talk a little bit about what it offers, what it is. So, again, this one is the 256 is a 3x zoom. This is a 3.5 zoom. So this one goes up to 3.6, I think, like 12, I think. This one goes up to 14, okay? Let's see what else. Objective lens, 19 millimeters on the 256, 35 millimeters on this one. Now it says you can see up to detection. So it can detect up to, the 256 can detect up to 1,000 yards. The 384 says it can detect up to 1,800 yards. Now I haven't went that far, okay? Now I have saw some things pretty good distance. I mean, I'm thinking 300 yards, 400 yards, and it's been looking pretty good, so I'll say that. Video resolution, photo resolution is 1024 by 68. It has built-in memory. Both of them have 32 gigs of built-in memory, and I am reading off the instruction manual. Why? Because who memorizes this information, right? Can't memorize it. Anyways, 32 gigabyte memory, built-in memory card. So it is waterproof is IP67. Personally, I'm not gonna do it. Now, I did take this one out hunting a couple of weeks ago, and it was raining dirt. So I did clean it up, but it was raining dirt and it was totally fine. Nothing, no issues there. Weight-wise, this one is a pound, 1.26 pounds. The 256, the 384 is 1.42 pounds, all right? So just some things to take a look at. But anyways, again, like I said, my biggest gripe is going to be the mounts. And I think that may be my only complaint is the mounts. I wish that the mounts were more durable. Like I said, my 256 mount broke. My 384 mount's okay right now. I will try to find a better mount to replace them so that I won't have that issue. But we'll see, because all these mounts are a little weird. So we'll check it out. Other than that, I think that's my only gripe. Other than that, it works pretty well. But anyways, let's jump into these videos so you can kind of see how everything works. I'm gonna show you the menu options first, how you scroll through the menus, and then I'm gonna show you some side-by-side video of the 256 and the 384 together, all right? All right, let's go. Yeah, the right button on the right, it is to change your color palette. All right, so we got different color palettes. Left button it seems like it's to recalibrate. I don't really know. I think that's to recalibrate, okay? Front button is zoom, 3.5, 7, 14, 3.5, 7, 14, all right? Then the very front button at the very tip, you hold it down, that's your menu, right? Well, let's not hold it down, let's go back. So if you just tap it, it gets you to your first screen, okay? That top on the 5 is how bright you can get it, right? So let's go back. So you see, you get it darker, medium, 3, 4, 5, right? I personally like it about like 2 or 3. The 7 is talking about your, the plus sign is talking about your different reticles you can use. Different reticles you can use. So here, also change those reticles, different colors. Where it says green, now you got white. You got black with this dot. You got the red with a red dot. You got green. You got white with a red dot again. There, right? So then, if you click out of menu, now you hold menu down, goes to your second screen, okay? So this is where you zero. I don't want to mess with it right now because it's got my zero in it already, but which actually my zero is going to be A. But so you have 4 different zeros. You have A, B, C, D. So you can zero 4 different rifles with this, okay? LE 5. So I'll leave mine on A because that's where I zeroed it last time. And then I don't want to mess with this too much because I've already zeroed it. But you know, that's just showing you how you do those things. Let's see, click that. Long press, left, center. Anyway, we're not gonna mess with this. Is our 0 pound though, and then your Wi-Fi, okay? So I ain't gonna mess with that. Exit. Boom, there we go. Alright, so now the bottom picture is the 384 and the top picture is the 256. Kind of just on a side by side of how they look side by side between each palette. I mean, honestly, they both look pretty good. You can tell that the 384, the bottom one is it seems like it's a lot more clear, a lot more sharper image. I like both of them, honestly, though, and I use both of them on different things. The 384 stays on my 762x39, and the 256 stays on my 300 blackout. But you know, I just want you to see the difference between the two here. All right, so anyway, so hope those videos were helpful. Hope you liked them, whatever it may be. If you have any questions, of course, get down in the comment section, let me know. But again, if you're looking for a budget option, this 256, again, it's $7.99 on Amazon, works really well, especially for the price. I like it for the price for sure. This 384, I really like this one. The clarity behind it and everything like that is perfect. Again, their operating models are the exact same. It's gonna depend on what you wanna spend. But if you're looking to jump in the optic game and you don't wanna spend a ton of money, check out the Sirius Vue by Essence Outdoors. Check them out, give them a look, and see if there's something that may be good for you. Anyways, it's your boy Totes. I am out. Y'all have a great day.